Whispers of the Desert wind, a 10-minute animated desert adventure story in the heart of the endless desert, where golden dunes stretch farther than the eye could see. Lived a clever young fox named Rafi. Rafi wasn't like other desert animals. He loved exploring the unknown. Every night, he'd climb the tallest dune and stare at the stars, dreaming about the hidden secrets buried beneath the sands. One evening, while Rafi was chasing the shimmering reflection of the moon on the sand, he stumbled upon something strange, a half-buried stone tablet, covered in ancient carvings. "What's this?" he whispered, brushing off the sand. The tablet showed a map, a path leading to something called the heart of the desert. Excited, Rafi ran to tell his friend Sahara, a wise and kind camel who always carried stories of old times. "The heart of the desert," Sahara said thoughtfully. "That's just a legend. They say it's a jewel that gives life to the whole desert, but no one has ever found it." Rafi's eyes gleamed. "Then maybe it's time someone did." Sahara sighed but smiled. "All right, little fox, but the desert is dangerous. If you want to find it, you'll need courage and water." So the two friends began their journey under the blazing sun. The dunes rose and fell like golden waves. Heat shimmered in the air, but Rafi's excitement kept him going. After hours of walking, they reached an ancient ruin half buried in sand. Tall pillars leaned against each other, and strange symbols were carved on the walls. As Rafi touched one of the carvings, the ground trembled. The sand began to swirl, and suddenly, a sandstorm erupted. "Hold on, Rafi," Sahara cried, but the wind grew stronger, and in an instant, Rafi was lifted off the ground and carried away by the storm. When he woke up, he was lying in a strange valley surrounded by glowing blue stones. The storm had stopped. In the distance, a faint humming sound echoed. It was calling him. Rafi followed the sound until he reached a huge stone archway guarded by a hawk with silver feathers and piercing eyes. "Who dares to enter the Valley of Whispers?" the hawk demanded. "I'm Rafi," said the fox bravely. "I seek the heart of the desert." The hawk looked down at him. "Many have come for it. None returned. To earn the heart, you must prove that you listen not just with your ears, but with your heart." Rafi tilted his head. "What does that mean?" The hawk pointed to 3 glowing paths ahead. "One speaks truth, one lies, and one leads to your destiny. Choose wisely." Rafi closed his eyes, listening carefully. The first path whispered promises of gold. The second sang softly of rest and safety. The third was silent, completely still. He took a deep breath. "Sometimes silence speaks louder than words," he said, stepping onto the third path. As he walked, the air grew cooler. The sand began to sparkle like stars. At the end of the path, he found a pedestal with a single glowing crystal, the heart of the desert. It pulsed gently, like it was alive. Suddenly, the ground shook again. Out of the sand rose a massive serpent, its body made of golden dust and fire. "That belongs to me," it hissed. Rafi froze, but then he remembered what the hawk had said, "Listen with your heart." He closed his eyes and felt the rhythm of the desert, the soft hum of the wind, the pulse of the sand, the heartbeat of the earth itself. Then, in a calm voice, he said, "The heart doesn't belong to anyone. It belongs to the desert." The crystal glowed brighter, sending out waves of light that turned the serpent into sand. The dunes stopped moving. The desert grew peaceful again. The hawk appeared above him. "You have listened well, little fox. The desert speaks to those who respect it." When Rafi returned to Sahara, the heart had vanished, but everywhere they looked, life was blooming. Small flowers peeked through the sand. Water shimmered in hidden wells. The desert was alive again. Sahara smiled. "You found the heart, didn't you?" Rafi grinned. "Maybe, or maybe, the desert found me." That night, the stars shone brighter than ever, and the wind carried a soft whisper across the dunes, a reminder that sometimes the quietest voices hold the greatest wisdom. Moral of the story: true wisdom comes not from talking, but from listening to the world, to others, and to your heart.